welcome to another episode of Bad Snacks with Kjarvik. For those of you who may not be familiar, I make music, and whenever I come up with a new music idea or beat or whatever, I just name it after a bad snack. This week's bad snack is called All-Pulp OJ. Shout out to my coworker Cam who came up with that one. And I'm actually really excited about this because I think I'm going to turn it into a song. I really like how it's coming out. And it was made almost entirely of free sounds that I will link to you guys in the description below. And I'm going to show you how I made that. So let's get cooking. Like I said, I used stock loops for this. I actually based my track around Apple stock loops. So for those of you who are using Logic, you get this little icon up here. It's like the loop-de-loo thing. And you get this whole sound bank to work with, which is really cool. If you're just getting into this, this is a really wonderful framework to work with. And you can take these samples and you can work around them. Just to save time, I'm going to show you the sample that I chose out. So the beginning goes like this. So personally, I don't think it's a very pretty loop, but what I hear is I hear that strumming and that texture, so my mind immediately thinks, okay, well, let's reverse it to see what happens. So I reversed the progression, but I didn't keep the entire thing because I didn't think it sounded that great. But there were two chords in particular that I thought worked really well, and they sound like this. Personally, as a music nerd, what I think is really cool about this is that I actually count this in 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So then I found this sample. I chopped it up, and all I did is I put a little EQ on it, and then I put a tape delay. So now, combined, this is what we're working with. Following that 5 pattern. So we're in this kind of weird time signature a little bit. I put it in 5/8, kind of because I wanted to subdivide it. And when it comes to these kind of like unconventional rhythms, I think the most important thing is that you feel the pulse. And actually sometimes having that downbeat on a place that you don't expect it, it just forces you to just be a part of what's going on. I know it sounds maybe a little cheesy, but that's kind of just my method of thinking. So anyway, I'm gonna lay down this bass line and wish me luck. Sick. Let's put on another layer so that you can actually hear it. What am I doing? I can just copy it over. Bah! I was gonna show you guys an upper bass line, but then I realized that there's this really cool thing called Control-C and then Control-V, and then guess what happens? It syncs up. Obviously you gotta give it a little bit of oomph, so let's lay down a kick. I'm just following the bass line on this one just to keep it tight. Time for snares. Realistically, I think that this song is in 2. The chord progression, if you really want to count the swells, they're in 5, but we're going to subdivide in 2. So here we go. So we got this kind of laid back groove going on, and I just want to get a little funky with the hi-hats. And I mentioned this before, but all of these sounds are from a lo-fi drum kit that I found on Reddit. I didn't think I was gonna like the sounds too much, just because it's like, how good could they be being a lo-fi kit for free online? But Reddit came through again, so I'm gonna link it down below, and I hope that you have fun with it. So here we go. It wouldn't really be a bad snack without the love of my life, the Organelle. I got a new patch, and it's called the Tremolo? I don't know. I actually just really dug the tonality of this, so I'm just gonna use this as a vamp. So here we go. so good. I love it. So I wrote a little guitar part over this, and I stole my friend's guitar. Just kidding. He's moving out here. He's not here yet though. His guitars are, so I'm gonna use them. Put just a little bit of an amp on it. It's going straight into my interface. These are all built-in Logic plugins. And then I also wanted to lay down some vamps. This is just for the swanky bits. I'm going to rearrange this a little bit so that we have a verse section and a chorus section, and then I'll show you how I did the chorus drums. I did put a little bit of a hi-hat count into the chorus, and then we'll put our cymbals in there and whatnot, but in the meantime, let's just get down this kick. Alright, so we only got a couple pieces left of the puzzle, and this piece is the swanky hi-hats that get us a groovin'. I have them turned up so that you can hear them, but I'm going to mix them down. So we are so close to finishing up this groove. So what I did is I just put some crash cymbals at the beginning to let the section know that we've arrived. And then I also side chained my tremolonelle patch. I side chained it a bunch to the drivey kick just so that it pulses on the offbeats, and it just really comes together that way. It's magic. So here's what it sounds like. I do have one section of this bad snack where it's just the guitar riff. And I just wanted to kind of spice it up with a little glockenspiel because glockenspiels are so cute. So this is what that's going to sound like. Violin solo time. Who are interested in subscribing, which is awesome, I make videos every other Wednesday, and I think also just a heads up, after this week I'm going to change the format a little bit. I'm still learning how to do this whole video thing, so thank you guys so much for your very, very constructive feedback, criticisms, everything. I hope the audio is a little bit better, and I'm going to work on the formatting a little bit too. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys so much. Popular. Chorus kicks. Take 4. This one's bad snack is called that's not cute. And shoot.